The clock is ticking for residents to speak their minds about the proposed dump in Dresden. The people who live in the small Chatham-Kent community are asking everyone to speak up, warning if it can happen to them, the province could rewrite the rules to put a dump anywhere. CTV's Michelle Maluske joins me now with more on this. Michelle.
Yeah, Stephanie, let's start first of all with a quick recap on this ongoing story. Now, even though he previously promised the dump wouldn't happen, Premier Doug Ford reversed course on April 17th when he introduced Bill 5, Protect Ontario by Unleashing Our Economy Act. It's touted as a way to protect the province from the threat of tariffs, but it also calls for the need for a new landfill because 40% of Ontario's waste crosses into Michigan. So Bill 5 would fast-track plans to build a dump in Dresden by exempting it from a lengthy environmental assessment. The community is not pleased. Dresden residents have been crystal clear about how they feel about York 1 building a dump near town.
It doesn't matter to them about what happens in our little town, for our little community, our little river. It doesn't matter to them, but it really matters to us.
They organized a convoy Monday and drove together in solidarity to the arena in town before yet another public meeting. Outside, they showed their displeasure before cramming into a meeting room, hoping the municipality heard them.
So we're all on the same team here.
In addition to retaining a lawyer and hiring a professional geologist, the municipality is going one step further and actively encouraging the community to push back on the province.
In this proposed legislation, this change is to eliminate all of those studies that we think would likely prove exactly what you all know, which this should not be 800 meters from our town.
Residents have just 12 days until Saturday, May 17th to voice their opposition to the proposed exemption.
Make sure that you give your personal stories. Explain how much you love Dresden. Explain how you think that this is going to impact you, your family, your futures, that sort of thing. I know signing a petition is important, but sharing your actual heartfelt stories is much more important.
Community advocates are also encouraging residents to contact their MPPs and hope for support.
It is going to take a lot of votes at Queen's Park to stop Bill 5, or a lot of favors to get the wording surrounding York 1 and Dresden removed from that bill.
Tell a friend, tell 10 friends, tell 20 friends. They don't have to be in Chatham-Kent, tell them wherever. We all have family and friends that live outside of the community. Have them make the comments as well.
Bill 5 passed second reading at Queen's Park today and is at the committee phase. When it moves to a final debate and potentially becoming law, well, that is up to the Ford government. Interestingly, the bill doesn't use the company name York 1 Environmental Waste Solutions. Rather, it says any proponent who wants to put a dump in Dresden could do so without that complex environmental assessment. So, Stephanie, another story, another step in a story that we've been talking about since last winter and no end in sight.
No, a frustrating time for many of the residents there, and I'm sure we would all feel similarly if it was happening in our own backyard.
They're just worried. They're just very concerned about it, and they obviously don't want it, and so they're looking, and the municipality, to be fair, they're looking for any way to stop this thing from coming to Chatham-Kent.
Okay, we will continue to follow this. Michelle Maluske, thank you.
You're welcome.